This news update is brought to you by
Grab somebody and tell them hello. Your happiness will be connected to flow. Smile and cheer because that is we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello. With your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air. This is how we flow, yeah. Grab somebody and tell them this is how we flow.
It's Friday, August 14, and this is your Barbados Today afternoon update. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Thanks for joining us. We begin with an urgent call for Barbadians to take charge of their health. Health Minister John Boyce issued the plea as he launched the findings of the Barbados Health of the Nation survey this morning. The findings paint a grim picture. Barbados has some of the highest non-communicable diseases in the Americas. 1 in every adult over the age of 25 is battling diabetes, over 1 in 3 are hypertensive, and 1 in 2 have high cholesterol.
While government will be aggressively pursuing policy options and programs, it would be incomplete if I do not implore every citizen to take seriously the picture of ourselves that has been presented in the Health of Our Nation study today. Take this opportunity to begin to make necessary lifestyle changes. If you need to exercise more to lose weight, just do it. If you need to change the way you eat, use less sugar, salt, and fat, and if you need to take an alcohol beverage, do so with extreme moderation.
High praise is pouring in for former Combermere Principal Dorian Pyle, who died yesterday. Pyle, the first and only female deputy principal and principal at Combermere, is being described as one of the island's greatest educators. Faye Paris, the current principal of the school, says Pyle was an icon and Barbados is indebted to her for her sterling and tireless efforts. He also described her as one of the island's finest geography teachers whose impact went beyond molding young minds. Meantime, opposition leader Mia Motley, a former education minister, says she benefited significantly from working with Pyle for more than 7 years.
I always found her to be a kind, compassionate person who displayed a quiet dignity which enabled her to achieve what she set out to. She exemplified the best of what Barbados has to offer. Her dedication to the educating of young minds left an indelible mark on the many students who passed through her hands. Many of them speak fondly of her as they recount their school days, as they knew that she always had their best interests at heart.
Police are on the hunt for 2 St. Michael men wanted in connection with separate serious criminal matters. Wanted is 26-year-old Kima Whitfield Ronaldo Leacock, alias Big Eyes, of 7th Avenue, New Orleans, St. Michael. He is about 5 feet 6 inches, slim, and has dark brown complexion. Leacock has black hair, a flared nose, dark brown eyes, and average lips. He has a tattoo of eyes on his right forearm and a scar on his forehead. The second wanted man is 24-year-old Jabari Kenrico Gable, alias 10 Speed or Tenor, of St. Paul's Avenue, Bayville, St. Michael. He is about 5 feet 7 inches in height, slim build, and a brown complexion. Gable has black hair and a low haircut. He has dark brown eyes, average nose and ears, and has a tattoo of the digits and word 10 Speed on his right arm and the letter Y on his left arm. Both men are advised to present themselves to the police in the company of a lawyer of their choice. Anyone knowing their whereabouts is asked to contact the nearest police station, Police Emergency 211, or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477. Members of the disabled and gay communities will talk about sex and sexuality when they gather for an open discussion dubbed the Sex Shop tomorrow. The event, billed as an opportunity to share information about sex, is being organized by the Barbados Family Planning Association, the Barbados Council for the Disabled, and private partners. Kerry Ann Hurley, Youth Development Officer and Social Worker with the BFPA, says the event will be a candid discussion about sexuality.
the way we approach sexuality is we look at it from humanity, from a human perspective. You remove any other attachments or labels. It's not about your religion or your background, your race. That none of that intrinsically has anything to do with your sexuality at the core of it. And so for us, we're not concerned about whether persons become up in arms about the name of the event or what we're trying to talk about. We're just trying to open up a space to have candid discussion about sexuality in general. So I always say, you know, my grandparents used to tell me, Carrie Ann, eat the meat and spit out the bones. Like, take what is for you. You know, when you go and you are part of the conversation, it's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to be exposed to other concepts and other thoughts and other persons' experiences and what they are going through as they live their lives.
Meanwhile, the Barbados Council for the Disabled welcomes the event. Spokesperson Roseanne Foster Vaughan said members of the disabled community are ready to openly and freely voice their views on how they are treated by mainstream society as it relates to sex.
I said that we experience a lot of discrimination. If, for instance, me or my husband goes to a counter, a pharmacy, we want to get a condom, a pack of condoms. Imagine how you would feel if the pharmacist doesn't make a comment like, what do you want condom for? What are you going to do with a condom? How would you feel? Or, if you were to go to your family physician, now this is about it in the medical fraternity, and you are discussing an issue that maybe you have started a family, and that doctor explains to you and have even thinking about having a family. How we feel for it. So it's issues that we intend to explore.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Got it in my hand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank. Got to understand, yeah. My Barbados, my bank. Ain't nothing like a core bank spare. None of them others just can't compare. You just got to love that taste. It's the world-class thing this land makes. Whether I'm cruising or at a bar, whether I'm at home, my bank spare is never far. For this blessing, got to give God thanks. My Barbados, my bank.
We pick up with news in the region. An historic moment today in Havana, Cuba, as the American flag is raised in the country for the first time in 54 years. The symbolic step signals the warming of ties between the two countries. John Kerry, who is the first U.S. Secretary of State to visit Cuba in 70 years, presided over the ceremony.
I feel very much at home here, and I'm grateful to those who have come to share in this ceremony, who are standing around outside of our facilities. And I feel at home here because this is truly a memorable occasion. My friends, it doesn't take a GPS to realize that the road of mutual isolation and estrangement that the United States and Cuba were traveling was not the right one, and that the time has come for us to move in a more promising direction. In the United States, that means recognizing that U.S. policy is not the anvil on which Cuba's future will be forged.
On the international scene, China orders a nationwide crackdown on dangerous chemicals and explosives. The check follows the massive explosions in Tianjin that left 56 people dead and 721 injured. China's cabinet also ordered officials to take a zero-tolerance stance on any and all illegal activities to ensure safety. This as fires continue to burn some 36 hours after the blast. Chemical experts are currently on the scene testing for toxic gases. And that's news. For more, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 101 online TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Do have a great afternoon.